being bid for the or offered, I should say, for the contests. And I certainly can give my endorsement that I've been pleased with what I've gotten out of that. And I think you've given some very interesting insights when it comes to internet business in general and what people can expect from 99Designs. So thank you very much for that, Matt.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go ahead and proceed. I've got some more questions now for the Academy. And for those who are listening to the free podcast, this will, if you are a member of the Academy, you'll be able to find, I'm going to dive into some more specific tips about what people can do to maximize the quantity and quality and get the most participation and really get the most out of their contest that they post to 99Designs. So those tips will be available inside of the Academy. Which you can find out more information and get a risk-free trial of that at freeaudiogift.com.
All right, well, it's time to share another breakthrough, or, we thought it would also be cool just to point out people that we think are doing it right. And this one is actually one that was sparked this morning when I was going through the forums for our Platinum group. They have their own little forum and social networking area that they share stuff, and we have regular meetings with them. They have regular meetings with each other, and they're regularly posting in the forums, which is very cool. And so I just like checking in there every once in a while. And one of our members, Pete Priebus, who's right now working on a site about mountain biking, and I believe, his URL is mountainbikewriting.com, and he's definitely been crushing it. He's doing a good job getting things done. But the thing that really impressed me that I wanted to share, because I think there's a lot of great lessons to be learned here, is that he's been very diligent about every week starting a forum thread saying, here's my goals for this week, here's how I did on my goals last week, and I'd like to hear the same from you. And that's just kept everybody on a weekly basis checking in with each other about their progress. So first of all, right there, we've talked about the importance of accountability with masterminds and things in our last episode. And so even though it's not an in-person one, they've still found a way, and somebody has taken that initiative to, through the forums, make sure that follow-up always happens. So I thought that was very cool. But then even to take it up another notch, he decided this week to record it as an audio because he knows he wants to start a podcast. So he's just kind of practicing his recording and his audio and his talking and getting used to doing that. So he thought, well, why not do it with my audience of 20 people inside of the Platinum group here, and I'll record my goals and my update and post it in that way. And I thought that was very cool because he saw something that he wanted to practice and applied it to what he was doing. And it was great. Actually, I loved hearing his voice saying, yeah, here's what I've been up to. Here's what I did last week. Here's what I'll be doing this week. There's a couple of the challenges I ran into. And I just found it really enjoyable. So I thought that was a great idea and something that I guess other people could consider. Even inside the Academy forums, we'd love to see that kind of a thing. But with a mastermind or whatever, having that weekly accountability or just regular accountability with them, and then having a place that you can regularly interact. I know Tom shared doing Google Groups is a great place to do that. And then I just thought it was really cool, since this is a virtual mastermind, hearing each other's voices like that and having phone calls, but then also posting these quote unquote podcasts for each other. I just thought that was awesome. So good job, Pete. Just wanted to share that for what it was worth, and so the audience could maybe pull a couple ideas from that as well.
Yeah, and Pete's actually doing it exactly how you should. He's a great example to everybody because as far as getting an education, he's learning it and doing it and even coming up with his own ways to make it work for him. And I have to, give strong accolades to him. Is that the right word? For really doing it the way you should and making it work for him. I think that, getting the most out of something that you've bought especially is incredibly important, and he is doing it.
Yeah, and I've got to say, we've got a great group of people in that Platinum group. Just all the action that's being taken, the collaboration, the way that even outside of what the framework is that we do with them, they've, gotten together for phone calls and helped each other out with stuff. It's been really impressive to watch, so we could spend the next 10 minutes actually talking about cool things that they're doing right. But, in general, I just got to also give props to everybody in the group. We've got a really impressive group of people who are doing great stuff.
Yeah, good job, guys.
It's time for the Internet Business Quick Tip.
This episode's quick tip comes also from Matt. While I was on the phone with him, I had the opportunity to ask him to share one of his recent favorite resources, with our listeners, and he had a really good one. So here is what he had to say.
I wanted to let people know there's a really cool tool out there that's completely free of charge, and I don't get paid for recommending them because it's free. But it's called GoMockingbird.com, GoMockingbird.com. And it basically allows you, the entrepreneur, to do really quick and easy mock-ups of things like web page designs. So if you're trying to communicate with a designer, it can sometimes be really hard to put things into words. But with this tool, GoMockingbird.com, you can basically do a basic web page layout, show it to the designers, and have them, flesh out the concept and make it look pretty. But it's a fantastic way to sort of bridge the gap between, us as entrepreneurs and the designers. And, how do you communicate with them in a clear way, especially when it comes to things like web page layout or blog layout, stuff like that.
Well, that's awesome. I hadn't heard of that, and I'm looking at it right here, and yeah, this looks incredible. We teach our people a lot to, as much as possible. I mean, obviously hire designers and stuff, or maybe, a lot of people we teach about how to go and hire like a full-time designer or full-time virtual assistant in the Philippines or India and stuff like that. And having to communicate what you want is one of the challenges of that working relationship. And I can see this tool, Mockingbird, being very useful, whether you're using a site like 99Designs or whether you're communicating with a full-time virtual employee of some sort. This is awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Now, if you'd like dozens of other resources such as this one, you can find them in the Internet Business Mastery Academy, along with video tutorials showing you exactly how we use them. To get a 30-day no-risk trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy, visit freeaudiogift.com. That's it for this episode of Internet Business Mastery. Until next time, we wish you ultimate success in your internet business.
You've been listening to the iconoclasts of the 9 to 5 and the purveyors of freedom and fulfillment, Sterling and Jay. Sterling and Jay invite you to discover one of their most popular audio programs ever. The 3 pillars of designing your ultimate internet lifestyle. Visit freeaudiogift.com now and sign up for the free weekly Internet Business Mastery email newsletter. And you'll get instant access to this life-changing audio presentation, pulled directly from the content of the acclaimed Internet Business Mastery Academy membership community. Go now to freeaudiogift.com. Internet Business Mastery. Free your mind.